not going to be the most pleasant of days for you to take your first ride with the Bonanza, but we'll get up to a nice high altitude where it's not going to be.
Okay, so next, let's just go down this thing real quick, and you're going to kind of do that as we go along. I've done all this stuff. This was all before I checked the airplane and did the control lock, and I checked the landing gears, obviously down the flaps. I've checked. I flew it just a little while ago. I've done the fuel quantities, and they're here. So here's our fuel gauges. Okay, caps and drains I did. Engine oil I checked. Prop I did. I did all this stuff. I've gone over the seat belts. Here's your shoulder straps, okay? So what you're gonna wanna do is loosen that up, way loose, and then retighten, put your arms through here, retighten them. You don't have to do that till we get ready to take off, but you can start working on it now, okay? So you leave that real loose like I do, and then you pull your arms through here, right? And then you retighten. Alternate static is set, emergency gear crank is down here, and it's free. Seat track is your seats adjusted. You have pedals there that you can get to if you need to. That's how you steer the airplane on the ground. Rudder pedals are set. Avionics are on now. Go ahead and say OK here. Flaps are up. Avionics are on. Transponder, we got to where I want it. Altimeter set. So now we're going to listen to this.
7. Departing, runway 18. Motor advisory set effect. All VFR departures advise ground control at direction of flight. All departures advise ground control if run-up is required. Advises contact via Papa.
You push that open, we get more air.
Georgetown Municipal Airport information Papa.
Control.
1754 Zulu weather. Wind 190 F9er. Visibility 10. Sky clear. Temperature 34, dew point 22. Altimeter 3007. Visual approach in use. Landing departing. Runway 18.
Okay. So I'm going to taxi up here. Then we're going to run up the engine, do the engine run up. Okay. And then we'll do a pre-takeoff, and then we're out of here. Okay.
Good.
First, the next thing I want to do is get our flight plan is 07 Tango Sierra. So we're going to go put that into this guy, flight plan. And our destination is 2 Tango Alpha 9er. So first one is a 2. Okay. This is the actually navigation system that we use to fly the airplane with. It's the legitimate FAA approved everything. The iPad is an auxiliary or a backup. So cool. So we got all that stuff working. We got our navigation set now. Let's look at your checklist. We're going to move up here to taxi. The oil temperature is plenty warm. So, and those 2 back windows are locked, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, around here what we do is we turn the runway lights on to warn other people that we're going to use the runway. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do the pre-run-up test. This where brakes are set, fuel left tank, trim set for takeoff. Set for takeoff. Flight controls are free and correct. Okay. Instruments are set. I did that. Mixture set to rich. Engine RPM to 1900. And we're going to cycle the propeller. Should go down. RPM should go down, and manifold pressure should go up. And that's happening. Okay. Then we'll go down to 1700. We check our left mag, good, 75 RPM, and a right mag, 75 RPM. Then we check idle, make sure the engine stays running when it's pulled all the way back, and it does, back to 1,000 RPM. That should be our friction lock. Good. Fuel flow we looked at here. Amps and bolts, look at that. Okay, they look good too. All right, so we're pretty good. Message says set course to 249, so that's where we're going when we get out of here. 249 right there. It's already set on here. Boom, boom, boom. Go ahead and get ready to go now. I'll get the door. Got everything clear? Okay, it's good. All right, got your shoulder straps where you want them. May have to. Here, you're gonna have to loosen this other side here too. See? Pull that. Yeah, because otherwise it'll be all lopsided. Now, just get yourself plenty to work with. Get it all comfortable. Last thing I'll do is I'll close this little window when we get down there. Cross country traffic, Bonanza 444, straight back taxi runway 17 west departure. Here we go. Take a note of the time. Back clock doesn't work, but that one does. One of these does. There it is right there, 1:32. Okay. Alright, we're just going to spin around down here and go. Trim is set for takeoff. Now we're going to go after that. We're going to contact Austin on 119.0, I believe. All right, closing the window. Check your door one more time. We're good. Let's turn this guy on. There, and then one more time to get it going. All right, I think we got all the stuff working. Okay, power's good. Airspeed's alive. Instruments are in the green. We're flying.
That's awesome.
Alright, landing gear is going up.
That was so smooth.
Yeah, it's bumpy down here, Alright, our heading is 253 is what we're looking for. So we're going to start turning over that way. Now we're just going to kind of climb slow because it's so hot, just to be easy on the airplane.
All right.
We're just going to gradually get up there where it's nice and cool. Okay, so now if we've had our engine power to get us off the ground at full power, we bring it back. Because you're not supposed to run the engine at full power for too long. That's your engine power indicator right there. That's your RPMs.
Okay.
Down here shows our cylinder head and our exhaust gas temperatures. That's all important to set your airplane properly. Lean it a little bit as we begin to climb. It's bumpy down here, but once we get up a little bit higher, that'll go away.
What makes it bumpy?
Well, when you're below kind of the dew point temperature area of the air,
Yeah.
wherever the air moisture starts to change, the airplane, yeah, that's generally where the bumpy winds are.
Okay.
Once you get above that, it's usually a lot smoother. And we'll go to 119.0. And Austin, approach Bonanza 444 X-ray.
Bonanza 444 X-ray, Austin approach.
Roger, we're at type Bravo Echo 35, just south of the Georgetown Airport, 3600 for 5500 en route to a little ranch out in West Texas, which is 2 Tango Alpha 9er. I'd like to pick up flight following if you have time.
Bonanza 444 X-ray, what airport or VOR is that close to? And Austin altimeter 3003.
Roger, that is just north of Del Rio, Texas. That would be, let me find that designator for you, hang on.
And DLF is Del Rio, or DRT actually, so I can put that in for you. You can just, whenever you talk to Air Force controllers, let them know which ranch you're landing at.
Sounds great, appreciate that.
Bonanza 444 X-ray, Austin altimeter is again 3003, squawk 7453.
7453, 44 X-ray. 74.
King Air 11692 up, blue lane 4.2 for 14.5, skydiver. Bonanza 44 X-ray, radar contact 3 miles north of Breakaway Airport, 4,500. Maintain VFR at or below, actually maintain VFR, fly heading at 280 vectors for traffic.
280, 44 X-ray. Okay, so we want to go to
244 X-ray, I'll get you back on course momentarily. Traffic 11 o'clock, 15 miles, descending at a 10,000 from Bergstrom. This is Southwest 737.
We're looking 44 X-ray.
Austin approach, Hawker November 800 Tango Lima with you on the DC-1 arrival.
Hawker 800 Tango Lima, Austin approach, altimeter 3003.
Okay, so he's vectoring me around because there's an airliner coming in.
Right, 80 Tango Lima.
So we're going to have to fly off a course here a little bit. But see kind of what we're doing here. The pink line is where we want to go. Okay. And he's sending us around that airplane.
Southwest 5668, clear direct UT, descend upon the coast, maintain 3000.
Direct UT down to 3000, Southwest 5668.
Bonanza 44 X-ray, update on traffic, 10 o'clock and, 11 o'clock and 10 miles now, 8,700. Let me know when you get on site.
Roger, still looking 44 X-ray. Okay, you don't see that airplane, do you? It'll be a big old Southwest airliner or something. We'll hold right here. Alright, so...
Number 44 X-ray, turn left, thing 270.
Left to 270, 44 X-ray. Okay, now let's slow the engine on down some more. Slow the propeller down anyway. And then we're going to adjust our mixture over here. We watch our fuel pressure flow and we watch our engine exhaust temperature, and it should come up when we cut back on the amount of fuel we're feeding the engine. And what we want to see when that happens is we want to see it peak and start coming back down. It just did.
44 X-ray, previous Gulf traffic, no factor. Speed on course and even altitude for route of flight suggests 6,500.
Okay, 6,500 44 X-ray.
Number 5 Delta Sierra, traffic 12 o'clock, 5 miles westbound, indicates 5,200, climbing.
5 Delta Sierra, we're looking.
Okay, yeah. 44 X-ray's got the traffic.
Number 44 X-ray, Roger, you can resume on navigation, caution weak turbulence.
On navigation, 44 X-ray. Alright, that's about what we're looking for here, is getting these nice and hot and these nice and cool. Okay. That means the engine itself is cool.
44 X-ray, contact Houston Center 134.2, 34.2, see ya.
Okay, 134.2, 44 X-ray. So now I'll change this over here, 134, right? That's what he said, 34.
Cessna 706, ensure squawking 0254.
That should be Houston. Good afternoon, Houston Center, Bonanza, 444 X-ray with you. It's almost 6,000 for 6,500.
Bonanza 444 X-ray, Houston Center, good afternoon. The San Antonio altimeter is 3006.
3006. Okay, so now we adjust this for the right deal. That adjusts our height. We want to just keep kind of climbing a little bit. Okay. right, now, okay, so here's what you're doing, right?
Southwest
You're looking
1629,
outside
cross Stonewall
first. That's
at a
all.
maintain 10,000,
Guys who first start
descend
flying, they always have a tendency to really focus on all this complicated stuff. But the best pilots are the ones that figure out that you really need to figure out what's really going on outside first. So you'll notice this airplane flies with the left wing up a little bit. It needs some bungee adjustments, but that's just the way it does. So you're looking at the sight picture. You can see the nose of the airplane. You can see where the horizon is. You sort of focus on the distance between the horizon and the nose of the airplane.
Okay.
And you kind of use your peripheral vision to kind of check where your wings are to make sure they're pretty much level. That's, like I said, it flies with the right wing down just a little bitty bit. And you keep that as your most important thing to focus on.
Okay.
The rest of this stuff, you want to just kind of monitor it, glance at it from time to time. I mean, here's our airspeed. We're in a slight climb, so we're not going real fast right now. We're doing about 150 miles an hour. And here's our altitude. We're at 6,000, almost 300 feet now. This is an artificial horizon in case this one is not visible. That's how you fly it on an instrument situation. This is our heading and our path, the yellow line, which also reflects this pink line, and this one over here. They all do the same thing. You have all your engine instruments. This is your vertical speed, about how fast you're climbing or not climbing. Right now we're not, so we better get it back up a little bit. And the idea is to keep it right at 6,500 in altitude, so I'm bringing it up a little bit.
Okay.
And our manifold pressure, these are our engine settings, and I've sort of done all this. This becomes something you'll learn later. In a training airplane, you just have RPMs, you have full, middle, and off, that's all you do. In a complex airplane, there's a whole lot more to it, and that's what this airplane is. So, right here, I'm gonna shut the autopilot off, okay? And I'm gonna give you the airplane now, because it's all trimmed, it's gonna fly pretty much by itself. When I let go of it, it's going to kind of do it, but you see it's starting to climb and go to the left?
Yeah.
So I've got to push it back down by pushing forward on it.
Okay.
And moving it to the right to get the wings back to where they go. Remember where it was? It was the little orange dot right on the horizon.
Yeah.
And the right wing a little below the line and the other one on the line. And that should give us, right now it's giving us a little climb, so I'm going to push the nose back down a little bit. And it wants to keep doing that, so I'm going to actually trim it a little bit. So it'll tend to do that. Are you ready?
Oh yeah.
Your airplane. Okay, so just practice that for right now. You're starting to climb a little bit, so you're going to need to apply a little pressure forward to push the nose down. There you go. Just do a little correction and then quit and wait and see what it does.
Okay.
There's a delayed reaction. Now you're going to start diving a little bit. So your tendency right off the bat is to overcorrect. Okay, see? So I'll take it back for a second. I'm just giving you a feel of it, okay? So it's not like a car where in a car where you kind of make a turn and hold it. But with an airplane, you're constantly making little corrections, and then you're waiting to see what they do to this. All these instruments lag behind, and this is where you start to get focusing on these too much. So really what's important is to look outside. See, like right now we're almost level. See that distance to the horizon?
Yeah.
When we're diving, it's down here, see?
Okay.
Now that's going to go down. When we're climbing, it's up here.
Okay.
So really it's easier to just look outside and fly the airplane and keep it right in there and keep the wings like this with your peripheral vision,
Okay.
right? And then check it every now and then and say, oh, I'm trending down. Okay, so I need to be a little bit higher on the nose, right? And
648, Roger, descend via the Lakes to arrival.
That's the drill. You ready?
South, the
Yeah. Yours again.
3004.
So just focus outside. I see you're starting to climb a little bit, so just put a slight bit of pressure forward. Good, see? You corrected it. You didn't overcorrect. When you watch these, because of the time delay, you tend to overcorrect. When you use your eyes outside, you don't. Now you're starting to go down a little bit, so pull back just slightly. There you go.
Level 310.
All right,
Yeah,
and
super sensitive.
then you can kind of keep it like that. Yeah, when you're up here doing 160 miles an hour,
Yeah, it makes sense.
it's a little more sensitive, right? So
Envoy 3318, Houston Center, good afternoon.
now, and you're staying on track. So in a little while you probably won't be, and then you'll get to figure out how you actually start to turn and correct for stuff. But what you want to remember is don't make it work. Learn, you know, just feel it. It's like playing a guitar, or, you know, like all kinds of things in life. You know, you it's more of a feel than it is a task. So you're a little high, but that's okay. Just trend with the nose down a little bit more, and you're definitely leaning to the right now. Do you see that?
Yeah.
See, we're off over here. So now just come back to the left a little bit, and you're starting a little climb. So get the nose back down where that picture was. Drop that right wing back where it was now, because you've corrected probably enough. And now try to keep that nose, that 3 inches or whatever, from the horizon. You need to come down a little bit, so you're fine right there. All right, you getting it? Now you see you're in a right turn now. So bring it back to the left. It's one of those things, man. I'm trying to think of a good analogy where when you start getting off and it starts getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
So just let go of it. See what it's going to do. The airplane will just let go of it. The airplane will probably correct itself. So just watch. See, it probably won't keep going down. The airspeed will increase and it'll start to come back up on its own. So you let it do the work. Now it'll tend to porpoise. So when you do that, just let go, and then just an occasional pull back or a little push forward will keep it from doing that too much. You know? See? All right. So just try to keep it right there at 6,600. And try to keep it, and try to trend over to the left a little bit, because we're drifting to the right of our course now. So yeah, so try to keep this wing down a little bit. Keep the wings more level than what you've been doing. Put that down a little bit more. Yeah, a little more to the left, because we got a lot to correct for over here. You want this white line to be in between the two yellow lines to fix the problem, okay? So just glance at it and look outside. Remember, outside's the important thing. So just push your nose forward a little bit. Keep your nose from climbing too much, because now we're doing that. So just focus on one thing. Get the nose down where you want it, okay? Now hold it right there and pull back a little bit to offset the thing you just did. Just tap it, right?
What you do.
Now hold it right there. Okay, now go ahead and feed some more left in it. Get that white line over a little bit more. Just tackle one task at a time.
Okay.
And the order of priorities typically in the airplane is wings level first, then pitch, okay? Now hold it right there, and we'll get back on course a little bit better. And now just keep pushing down on it every now and then, because we want to lose some of this altitude. So just every now and then, just give it a little push, because it's going to kind of want to do what it wants to do, you know? And you can't hurt it, you know? I mean, it's sensitive, but, you know, move it around. You're not going to hurt the airplane. Just get a feel for what it takes to find that center point where it wants to stay, and then keep it there. Okay? Cool.
This is awesome.
Yeah, you just hold that. We'll be all right. Go.
1317 Echo Radar, contact 8 miles southeast.
All right, nose is a little low.
Report at 5,400.
Be gentle.
Have aircraft destination.
Just a little bit. You'll want this thing to be on the positive side, but just so a little less distance to the horizon from the nose. And
Echo, Roger,
your wings are looking pretty good right there. Keep this left wing up a little bit for this funky old airplane that flies a little cockeyed.
This time, radar service terminated.
But she's a sweetie.
Good day.
There you go. Now you're 100 feet low, so you're going to want to be
127 Delta Foxtrot.
just coaxing it back up a little bit all the time till you get that out.
Okay, so I want to be at 65.
65.
120.07.
Yeah, you know, you're staying within 200 feet. You're doing all right. But what's happening now? What's your side picture tell you?
Well, we're going down and then uplifting
And to the left a little bit. Right, there you go. There you go. Remember that picture?
Yeah, 648,
Get it back there. Whenever you try to correct, and so when that happens, don't worry about it. Go back to my rule. Wings level, pitch correct. And then see where you're doing. And if you need to correct it this way or that way, then try it again. But if anything starts to get out of whack, go back to that wings level, proper pitch attitude. Right? That's what you do. Once you get that down, then you start worrying about cornering and stuff. So right now we're just trying to get to Del Rio as quickly as we can, the straight path. There you
422 Tango
doing
Juliet,
a great
contact
job.
Austin approach on 119.0. Have a good day.
119.0 to Tango Juliet.
There you go. Keep coaxing it up a little bit and keep trending to the right now because you're now left of course.
Yeah.
All right, see what your airplane's doing?
Yeah.
Oh, look at your pink thing here.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't have to do it all at once. Just let it work its way back over there. It's a tiny little bit of this. Not enough to cause a problem.
Yeah.
But if you don't correct it,
Yeah,
we'll
you
end
start.
up in
Yeah.
El Paso or
12562.
Rio Grande City instead of Del Rio. You know what I mean?
I mean, it reminds me exactly like land navigation in the Army.
Yeah. Exactly.
Go off a little bit at first, you'll end up far away, but
Yeah.
these little corrections help.
Just do your little corrections, okay? So, start biasing toward the right now because you're getting real far to the south now. So, just go ahead and do a turn. Get your white line between your two yellow lines. Again, there you go. That's a nice turn. Keep the nose up during the turn. Keep turning, till you get that white line between those two yellow lines. Actually, just pick a spot over there and head for it, right?
Oh.
Keep your nose up. There you go. That's perfect right there. Just hold it right there. That's good. All right, you got it. Keep turning. Put that white line between the, just glance at it, see where you are, and pick a spot on the horizon. Get your sight picture back where you want it, right there. Okay? Perfect.
Houston Center 127 Delta Foxtrot.
Now just a little gentle back pressure and keep that right wing down a little bit.
Roger, radar 78.
Don't undo what you just did.
Squawk DFR.
Yeah, don't undo what you just fixed, you know? You go too far to the right, then you have a tendency to go back to the left and have to do it again, you know? So that's good. You hold that heading. When those two lines converge, then you'll turn back to the left to head the proper path. So now just a little gentle back pressure. There you go. Just gently. Let me show you for a second.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you how I do it, okay? So, you know, and this comes from you guys, me too, but I mean, you guys grew up in the video game age, right?
Yeah.
So you're playing Xbox or whatever. You know, you one click. You know, you want 3 clicks to the right. Well, to fly an airplane smoothly, you want to do real nice fluid motion. See what I'm doing? I'm correcting. Now that we're lined up, I need to line the white line up pretty much on the tip of the arrow. But I'm also noticing that we're low, right? So I'm keeping that distance where I want it while I'm keeping the bank in. See, I can tell that with my peripheral vision. I've got the white line where it is, so now I'm leveling the wings and I'm still checking my altitude. I'm still a little low, so I want that climb to be a little higher. So I'm going to just gently minimize that distance from the nose to the horizon. And I got it right on where I want it, and here in about another minute, it'll be back, and I'll hold it there. See, now, but I'm not doing this.
Do you hold it like?
I'm doing fluid, constant fluid motions to keep it right where. When I notice a problem, I do a fluid, gentle motion to come back to the left a little bit because I'm drifting now to the right of the arrow, right?
Okay.
And
Bonanza 44 X-ray is Del Rio your final destination, or are you going somewhere after that?
2 Tango Alpha 9er is my destination. It's a ranch north of Del Rio.
You said 2 Tango Alpha 9er?
That's correct, sir.
Roger.
Okay, so this is the harder. These are the nuances of becoming a really good pilot. Is once you've done this as much as I have, you learn how to just glance, talk on a radio, look at this thing, you know, carry on a conversation, eat a snack, keep an eye on the instruments, and you know, I don't nail it and keep it there. I'm as far off as you were, but I was talking on the radio. I'm explaining to you. So now I'm thinking, okay, left of course, climb, right? So I'm going to try to keep that bank in here on this way, and now I'm gently pulling on the stick so that I've got a gentle climb going on here.
Okay.
And I'm still trying to keep this wing down a little bit because I want to correct that fact that I'm off course. And I'm using my sight picture more than I am the instruments. I just glance at the instruments to later on when you're instrument flying, you fixate on. Well, you don't fixate on one. You generate a scan. and you don't pay any attention to outside at all because you can't see. But now, see, I'm back to where I want to be, but I'm a little left of course. So I'm going to actually just put a little left rudder in here. That'll compensate for the crosswind a little bit, and try to keep my heading, try to keep my track. And now, all right, you ready to try again?
Yeah.
So try to do it with gentle, smooth motions. It's your airplane. You won't need to go too far left. That'll be plenty right there. See,
November 1317 Echo, contact Austin approach 119.0, see ya.
Alright, we're going to go over to our aux tanks for a while now. Get rid of some of that. Okay. Alright, in about 20 minutes we need to change fuel tanks again. You remind me, okay?
Okay, 20 minutes.
While you're doing all this other stuff. Alright, gentle back pressure. They're going to try to get into the aviation branch of the Army, huh?
I'm gonna put it down. I'm not sure how good my chances are, but
Yeah, well, doesn't hurt to try. If you already start taking your lessons and stuff, that'll help.
yeah. We actually have interviews in like a week though.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, but the interviews don't mean everything. It's just
Yeah, you don't
be a
know,
good
man.
fit.
You just don't know. There's so much you can do. It was delivered, I hope.
Southwest 1308, contact Houston Center 123.6.
Guy who's going to pick us up is an Aussie.
Do what?
He's an Aussie. Australian.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah.
Down under?
Yeah, he manages the ranch out here.
November 444 X-ray, contact Del Rio approach 119.6.
119.6, 44 X-ray. Del Rio, approach Bonanza 444 X-ray with you, 6,500.
Bonanza 444 X-ray, Del Rio approach, lost on altimeter 3000, correction 001.
Okay, 001, 44 X-ray. Approach 44 X-ray, there's a Cessna turboprop that should be landing at 2 Alpha Tango 9er ahead of us. Have you talked to them?
November 444 X-ray, I'm not showing anything for another aircraft going to or coming out of 2 Tango Alpha 9er.
Thanks for the help, 44 X-ray. Okay, we're 12 minutes out. All right, let me take the airplane back now.
All right.
You got some good practice there.
Yeah, that was great.
We'll let you do it on the way home too. So. We're going to have a direct crosswind and gusty, so it's going to be fun. Fun landing. All right, let's see. Looks like we got a pretty good wind coming right across us right here. We're actually lined up with the runway, so we're going to be landing where we have to kind of crab into the wind, and when we get near the runway, we have to swing it around and set it down. Oh, we may have to try more than once too. It's really bad.
Try what?
We might have to go around and try it once just to get a feel for it. Nice thing about V-tail Bonanzas is they are very tolerant of crosswind landings. So yeah, if we can see it, we should be able to start to see it. It's pretty hazy out here.
It is.
Now I'm trying to stay up here where it's smooth as long as I can. It's not usually bumpy like this. It's out here in this desert, you know.
Yeah.
West Texas.
Jump 17, Del Rio departure, radar contact.
7 minutes out. So we're probably going to start seeing it here pretty soon. I'm going to probably go ahead and down, start down a little bit. All right, to do this, I want to richen the engine back up. Pull the power back to 20 inches. Start a gradual descent. So what does our descent checklist say?
Throttle.
Throttle, I just did. Right.
Mixture.
Mixture, I did.
Fuel.
Fuel on the right, on the tank we want, the left tank, yeah.
Cowl flaps.
Cowl flaps. We're gonna leave them closed for right now.
ATIOS or AWOS.
ATIS, yeah, that's our weather and information, which I got from the iPad. So.
Altimeter.
Altimeter, we're set. So. The best. Instruments are all in the green.
HI to compass.
Horizontal indicator, okay, yep. Versus the compass. It says just off of 2.4. This one says just off of 2.4. So we're looking good. Speed up now, so I'm gonna pull the power back some more. So we start downhill. Still 14 miles out, so we probably don't see it just yet. There's a highway right there. See the highway? Yeah, it's beyond the highway.
November 44 X-ray for your destination in sight.
We'll do, we're still 14 out, should be a few minutes before X-ray.
Copy that, and I don't know if you got any weather for that airport, but Laughlin is landing to the southeast. Winds at Laughlin are 100 at 12, gusting 20.
Gonna be gusty. And Del Rio approach to Bonanza 44 X-ray. I think I've got Maffridge Ranch in sight now.
November 44 X-ray, copy that. Radar service terminates. Squawk and maintain VFR for exchange proof. Good day.
Thanks for your help today, 44 X-ray. One, two, three, four, 5. Maffridge Ranch traffic, Bonanza 444 X-ray, 9 miles to the east, 5,000 descending. Gonna be bumpy, man. Okay. Hang on. You got your seatbelt nice and tight. Don't want to slam your head on the ceiling. Maffridge Ranch traffic, Bonanza 444 X-ray. We're left downwind runway 6, full stop. Pull this up. Alright, that's just a noise warming. I don't have the gear down yet. I'll put it down right now. Maffridge Ranch traffic, Bonanza 444 X-ray. We're going to make a low pass, see what the wind's like, and then go around and do it again. I'm just going to go by and see what the wind's like here. Test things out.
right there.
Nice shot, man.
That's the one you hit a while ago.
Yeah, I know. It was damn luck. I tell you what, tequila. Here. And now tequila shot. Always